All right, everybody, I'm back with the OM for the Holiday Summit. I'm Tanya Milano-Snell, parent coach, and I'm here with Tobi. She's going to introduce herself, tell us a little bit about what she does, and then we'll talk about her unique family. So thanks so much, Tobi, for being with us.
Thank you, Tanya. I'm so happy to be here. I am Tobi Feldman, also Resilient AF Midlife Mama, and I am a speech language pathologist, an ULA coach, and an aroma freedom certified technician. I don't know why technician came out. That sounds so technical. Practitioner, the word that I meant to use. So you want to talk about my crazy family? Is that what you said?
Yes, we're highlighting all the differences that are out there. So much to see.
Yeah. So my family is we're a family of 5. We live in Ithaca, New York. Family of 5 plus the dog, and hopefully gonna not snore during this. Let's see, my oldest is 22 and finishing up school at Rochester Institute of Technology. They are non-binary, and they are about to go into that next phase of finding a job. So there's my oldest. My youngest is 14 going on 15 next month.
We got a dog coming in.
I saw the tail. And my youngest has been homeschooling. I've been homeschooling for 18 years now. And so my youngest is 14 and just now wants to go to high school. So we're looking at making that transition. And my middle one has been a wild card. My middle one is 19 and has been out of the house since 16. We've been through pretty much all the things. We've been through transgender transitions. We've been through substance abuse, mental illness, self-medicating, illegal activities. We've been, and it just keeps piling up. So I could check off a lot of the things on the parenting list of experience. And I would say that the 4-year-old golden doodle is the easiest of the 4 kids.
Yes, it sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
So what are some things that over the years have really provided that unity, though, that things that you can count on that really make up that togetherness time?
I think for my family, changing the expectations, having for myself a new vision of what togetherness means, being okay with the middle one took off at 16, and I highly doubt that my 3 kids will ever be in the same space together. It feels very foreign to me. So my idea of togetherness has had to really shift. And I think so much of it is just about perspective and being grateful for any time that we are together in whatever configuration it is, and just really being present to and loving that moment for what it is.
Yeah, the word configuration popped out at me. So I come from a big family. There was 5 kids and my parents, and I was someone that did not like big groups. So I judged myself for that a long time growing up. Why is everybody else loud and they want to be together and I want to hide, And so that word configuration is I remember one-on-one time, that meant a lot to me. It didn't, and I really enjoyed our bantering and our fun dancing and all this stuff, but I remember those special moments of just one-on-one with one family member.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what you said is really important, that it doesn't always have to be the group right? The
Yeah.
family
The
group.
one-on-one time is so special. And also I think we've gotten really comfortable with the idea of sometimes it's just 4 of us, sometimes it's just 3 of us.
Mhm.
And it is what it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
And do you have anything that you do for the holiday season that has really been traditional or you really enjoy doing every year?
We do. So Hanukkah is our holiday. So it's a whole, the 8-night extravaganza. We've always really been very low key about it. This was an interesting year, actually. We each have our own menorah that we light. That was typically like my husband and I have one that was from our wedding. It was a gift from our wedding. I have one that I had when I went away to college. My kids each got one when they were born, so they have special meaning. Um, and so we've always lit all 5 of the menorahs. And this was the first year that my son said, there's only 3 of us here. So why are we lighting all of these? This is kind of silly. So let's just do one this year. And I was like, it was such a break from tradition that I was kind of surprised, and it was still lovely. And it made it feel a little bit less. Sometimes there's that feeling of like the other kids aren't here to light their own. Virtual calls only go so far. And so it was nice to break from the tradition, but that is our tradition. We light the candles every night. We have a little song that my husband sang when he was a child that we have been singing every year. And yeah, we have, there's always a calendar night. There's always a sock night. Like we have certain things that we've really stuck to that make it fun. And it's just a sweet time. It's a sweet time. And we do, the traditional foods and things like that. So yeah, it's nice. It's a nice tradition.
I've only been able to experience Hanukkah a couple times. I was a nanny for a family, so we would participate. And of course, having the songs, I love some of the Hanukkah songs, dreidel songs, doing the dreidel game. And so I love to be able to introduce that stuff to my kids too, if I can, when it makes sense. But
and make latkes.
Yeah, the food is really good. Is there a part of your holiday season that kind of honors family members that are no longer with you, or do you have special, like you said, your husband has a song, or do you have special items?
Not for this holiday season. For me, that comes in sort of with other holidays. But what I do always take time for is storytelling, of just remembering different experiences with loved ones from before. We lost my grandmother this year, so we talked a lot about her over the holidays. And I guess we did make some of her favorite recipes, our favorite recipes of hers. So we did do that, which is honoring to her. So
yeah, food is a big thing in our family, trying to make some of the things that were made every year. Breaking bread together, right?
Yep.
The challah bread, that is that part of Hanukkah?
It is not part of Hanukkah per se. It's more of a Shabbat thing. So we would do that on Friday nights. But yeah, we do the potato latkes and donuts. Those are typical Hanukkah foods. Has to do with being fried in the oil and all of that. So the kids always wanted that like every night, which like after a couple nights of the fried, it's a little much. So but did we do challah this year? I don't think we did. We baked, the last time I remember baking challah was for my son's bar mitzvah. And we actually did it. We did a Zoom bar mitzvah. It was right at the beginning of the pandemic. And we did we did a Zoom challah baking before the bar mitzvah so that we could bake challah with all the relatives and friends that wanted to participate. That was really fun.
Yeah, a lot of things, like you said, breaking tradition. We've really learned that over this pandemic, that sometimes we have to come up with new ideas, right? And
Yeah.
that's really important to show our kids resiliency, like resilient mama here, that
Yep.
sometimes we do shift what we're doing and that we'll be okay, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I really
That
like,
flexibility is an important lesson. That's really, being able to shift gears in that way is something that will serve them.
yeah. So we're going to talk about the summit just a little bit.
Yep.
This Own for the Holidays Summit is a sneak peek into my Own for the Home conscious parenting community. And so you're providing a workshop for the summit that's free. Can you talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing for us?
Yeah. So I find this time of year, that time right before the holidays and during the holiday break, can be a really, really tricky time for parents with older kids, particularly with teens that are in high school and even the older kids that are coming home from college. It's a challenging time that, the academic period of things winding up before break. A lot of kids find themselves in a place of catching up, in a place of trying to like make up grades, make up assignments, get things done. And it can be really stressful. And then whatever doesn't happen typically shows up during that holiday break. And we know during holiday break, nobody wants to do schoolwork.
Yeah.
But it's got to get done because a lot of our kids are, potentially trying to pull through with a passing grade, and they've got to do the work. So I speak from experience of several December vacations spent in Florida, working with my kid on schoolwork, trying to get caught up. The one that wasn't homeschooled. Actually, the homeschoolers have had to do that too. I can say that some of the homeschooling stuff, there's still things that they need to do.
Yeah.
So it can be challenging. And I think time management around that is important. Time management and expectation management and flexibility, like we mentioned before, all of those things are really important. So addressing some of, from the perspective of executive functioning, and how to best support and advocate for them during this time period.
Yeah, that's going to be so useful, because just listening to you, I know that I have all of my time management skills going on here, my executive functioning, like I know the things that I need to get done. And then to imagine a kid coming home from college and how that would shift all of that. So managing, yeah, it will be really useful to see how to just really set up everybody for time management, right?
Yeah.
And how to get everybody's goals met.
And when they come home from college, Tanya, it's like a whole different experience, because they've had this experience of, whether it's been in a dorm or an apartment, like some independence, right? Yeah. Some independence and working on their own time management. But now they have to be integrated back into the household again. And for some kids, that can be really tough. They may have had a little taste of it at Thanksgiving, but now they're back for a longer period of time. It's definitely tricky.
I know. I'm having all kinds of feelings coming up over that, because I would be like, how do I do my stuff? Yeah, moms. Yeah. So managing all that, this usually falls on moms.
All that extra laundry.
Yes, there's so much. So, and then you'll have a little, let's see, what's my last question? That's it. Tell them about your workshop, and then you'll have your links for us to find you too.
Yes. I'll show you where to find me, and I'll probably have an offer for the ULA program. We've got kids floating around.
Yeah,
I
my
love
kids are coming in and out. Yeah, that was the last question. So
Yeah.
you have a teen program that you're going to highlight a bit about,
Yes.
so that people can find you after the summit. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
I'm so looking forward to it.
yeah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna go help my kids who are home today, which also I have to find flexibility today.
Oh yeah. Keep breathing, mama. Hello.
Work from home mamas. I thank you so much, Toby. I'll see you at the summit, and I'm going to say goodbye.
You're so welcome. Bye bye. Have a great day.
You too.